Hello everyone, it's Gigo here and welcome back to the channel once again. If it is your first time seeing this project, this is the Pantine project, and this today's video is going to be episode 2. In episode 1, we did the foundation, digging, and also the concrete casting, which is what you are seeing now. So in today's episode, we will be focusing on the foundation block walls and also compacting. Maybe we'll go through the plumbing works, and then also we're going to look at some reinforcement because this is like a 3-level structure, so we need to strengthen the foundation, for safety's sake, in case of cracks and also sinking, right? So I've shared those information in my previous videos, but I will explain one or two things, when we get to that phase. So if you want to follow this project, if you go to my playlist, it's called, like I said, the Pantime project. You can follow up, and see how far, we will be going with this project. So fast forward, you can see they've already laid like 4 course or 3 course, of the foundation block walls. And what they will be doing next is to cast the columns, right? So just to create like the connection between the various rooms. With that, you see the various rooms. So as you can see, that's what the carpenter is doing, right? So immediately he's done with his, the column framework, we will do the concrete casting, which will give us, the clear view of the ground floor plan, right? We'll see the various rooms that we have here on the ground floor. So as you can see, we have the carpenter on site whilst the masons are laying the block. The carpenter is there working with them hand to hand. At the same time, the concrete casting is also going on, right? So if there's any mistake or, we come, there's a problem that shoots up, you have the mason and the guys, doing the concrete casting and the carpenter on site working together as a team, right? And that is what Gigo Production, provides the team, right? So if anything goes wrong, you don't have to stop the work and go and look for a carpenter, or, we have everybody on site. These guys have been working, for so many years, so they know each other, they know how they work. And it is all about teamwork. And that's what Gigo Production Group stands for, right? My aim is to, give, provide, or let me say, introduce you to, trustworthy people that you can work with, right? And it is how you want to build, right? So we don't have like a specific plan that you give us the money and then we do whatever we want. No, it's all about how you want to build. If you want to be part of the process, that is how I started with this channel, by being part of the process of building. And I want everybody to have that kind of field and experience. That's why I share all my artisans number, so that you can get in touch with them and you can form your own team. So that, if you have someone who is, you think is better than my carpenter or my steel bender or my mason, you can do that, coordination and create your own team. We are easy to work with anybody else. It's not just about us, right? So that's the whole dream here. Like, for example, the owner of this project is buying his own materials, right? So we give the estimate and then he would provide the materials on site, and we are just working and taking our labor. That's it, right? So when the materials comes on site, that's what you see, that's what we use to work. It doesn't go anywhere, and that's the whole, dream behind this channel, is to, give you the experience, the opportunity to build your own house, being part of the whole journey.
Hello, welcome to the Pantime project once again. So here we are with the filling. Filling is ongoing. As you can see, We are waiting for our next two trips to do the top ups and the leveling. Then the water can start coming on it for it to settle before we do the compaction. So this is how far I've gotten to.
So that was Pele for you, our project manager and supervisor. And as he explained, we have to do the filling and also the back filling as well. So after we are done with the filling of the foundation itself, we have to do the back filling, which is like putting some of the laterites at the back of the foundation for support. Because when we are done with the filling, we have to do the compacting. And compacting means putting pressure on the sand, on the laterite to go down, and that can, expand the block work. So we have to do what is called the back filling, the foundation, the back of the foundation. And it is advisable that, immediately you are done with your foundation, yeah, I mean, when you are doing your filling, I think most of us focus only on the foundation itself. But this is the best time to also do, I mean, a little bit of filling of the compound around, especially around the foundation, right? Because of the pressure that will be coming on the structure. Sometimes it needs supports, and that can also kind of help to prevent, the dampness that we normally do have, because sometimes we only focus on the foundation itself, and then when it rains, the water dashes through, the block works, which goes really deep down because we already create a hole around the blocks. So that's the side of the blocks is soft, so water can easily penetrate and just go there. That's something that most people don't, pay attention to, right? So when it comes to dampness, there are so many factors that, I mean, you can do all the protection stuff, use all the plastic and, the painting and everything. But, if you don't, there are some precautions, there are things that you have to be careful. For example, if you use a plastic, right? Let's say for those that use plastic in the foundation trenches, right? If you don't, prevent water from getting down into the foundation. Let's say if the water, dashes through the blocks, like if you don't do your backfilling and the foundation dashes through the blocks, gets into those plastic. I mean, plastic doesn't rust. And if water gets to that plastic, just know that the water is not draining, going downwards anymore. With time, the plastic is holding all those water. And what do you think is going to happen to the foundation after doing all the protective stuff? Right. So there are things that we have to pay attention to. It's not just about using paint and all that. I mean, there are way things that we have to pay attention to. So as you can see, the laterite is settling, because of the water that we poured. Normally, I will advise that we use the rainwater, to save cost, and also gives you time to, save money for building. But, we started this project just after the rainy season. So if we have to wait for the rainy season, it's going to take a long time, and the owner really needs the project moving. So then we have to go by, pouring water, and you can see how, the laterite have settled. If you saw the initial how it was full, now you see that everything is settled, and you can see by the foundation also that's also nicely settled, right? If you are watching this, you would think that, there were, I mean, you would think the foundation is on the ground level, right? So that's what you're seeing from here. You would think that the foundation is not high enough, but actually, if you look at the road, because there's road which is constructed, if you look at the level of the road and the foundation, you see that the foundation is high. But this is what I explained earlier on. You have to start with your compound filling, right, whilst you are doing the foundation, right? So you get a level. So next phase, which is the next step, has to do with compacting using the machine. So we still have to top up with the laterites, and then we use the machine compact. We also have, step downs in the foundation because, like we said, there is a slope, there's a little bit of slope, and also, we want some elevation in the structure. So we have some step downs, which I mean, in the future, when we are, done with the concrete casting, you see those steps downs and stuff. So I mean, gradually, making progress. That's how, construction is. With Gigo Production Group, if you are ready, we can just keep going. Right. We have a nice plan. If you get in touch with us, we will explain how, we go by it. If you want to go fast, if you want to take your time to build also, we also have strategies, right, which, you're gonna take your time to build. I think one example will be the Madame Fatima's project. So maybe after you've seen this, you can check Madame Fatima's project. That we take our time to build, and I share more strategy on how she is, building her dream house with monthly, you know, payments. Right? She has a kind of like a stable monthly payment that she does every month, and then we buy the materials, we keep it, and then when it's time to go, we just shoot. And I mean, you will see it to be like a baby steps, right? Like, oh, it's going slowly, but at the end of the year you will realize that you've done something massive on your project, which if you should be like, oh, I'm saving the money so I can build the whole structure, or I'm saving the money so I can do this. I mean, something will just pop in and you have to use the money for something, or you will not even know where the money went, right? But if you are determined and you really want to build, right? I mean, you also have to know what you can do at a given time, right? Just start small and move big, right? So then you take your time to build, right? So that is this. But I mean, if you want to build, just give us a call. Let us know how you want to do it. And, you know, if there's any advice we have for you, we will let you know. And then together, right, we get the dream house done. Right. So here you can see at the front, you can see the road. You can see how high the foundation is. But earlier on, you saw that comparing to the natural ground, it is on the same level. So, I mean, that's the tip right there that I've given to you. So I know that I haven't given much spec of this, particular project. I mean, the number of rooms and, how it looks, but, I'm just saving that till, the superstructure is up, right? I mean, we are moving fast with this project. So in no time, you will be seeing the structure already. Then, I mean, I'll give more specs of this, particular project, right? And I also need to ask permission from the owner to know what he wants to share and what he wants to keep, right? I need that permission so that, I mean, I don't have to put everything out there. I need to ask permission. I mean, he has allowed us to put it on the channel, but I want to know what he wants, people to know, right? So just stay tuned for that, right? So in our next episode, which will be episode 3, we will be doing the reinforcement. As you're seeing, the plumbing works is also done. So I mean, we are ready for concrete casting in episode 3 already, right? So just stay tuned for this particular project. So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. Let's do it.